Well, howdy there, Moose fans. Merry Christmas. This is Christmas Eve. I've been working on this video for the last 3 hours, trimming and editing. So I'm actually doing the introduction now, a week after I actually filmed the footage. How many of y'all got a new smoker for Christmas? Okay. A Camp Chef XXL vertical pellet smoker. Really like these things. But looking on the internet, I did not find any detailed videos on assembly of this thing when it all comes in a box. So that's what I put together. Now, this is going to be a very long video, but I want you to please watch it. Please pay attention. I'm going to give you a lot of tips and tricks and maybe save you some of the pitfalls that I experienced putting this thing together. Number one, there's no list of tools needed. So I'm going to read from my notes here, guys. But things you need to have before you start working on this thing. You need a number 1 and number 2 Phillips screwdriver, a slot head screwdriver. I started to say Allen wrenches, but actually in the bags with the nuts that require Allen wrenches, they provide those. But if you want to get your own, that's fine. A large and a small crescent wrench. A Stubby Phillips head screwdriver. I used my Ryobi 18-volt drill driver on some of the screws. That was somewhat helpful. And a flashlight, especially if you end up doing like I do and it gets dark before you get the thing put together. In fact, I got it under the carport and most of it put together as it got dark, and about 10 minutes after I got everything cleaned up, it started raining. That was on a Friday night. Excuse me. I was going to try and do the burn off on Saturday. That didn't happen. It's kind of yucky and rainy all day, and I tried it on Sunday. There'll be a part 2 video to this talking about the what I started to do for the burn in, and then when I finally got that part done. In the video I talk about some smoking I wanted to do before Christmas. Well, that's not happening, but I will be using it tomorrow on Christmas Day, and that'll be part 3 of this series on the XXL. It's a great smoker. I'm a firm believer, if you can read my t-shirt, yes, size matters. Just ask Texas. Alaska's 2.5 times the size of Texas. Well, this smoker is huge. I think it's got close to 2,000, if not over 2,000 square inches of cooking space, which is very important when you get up to Alaska. You'll be doing a boatload of moose or caribou jerky or smoking salmon and everything. You need lots and lots of shelves and lots of space, and this thing has it. Really enjoyed. But like I said, this is going to be a very detailed, in-depth, long video. It was over 2.5 hours of actual footage I started with. That's why it's taken so long to whittle it down. So I'm going to edit this up, put it in there, and find out what the total length is. Please be safe out there. I wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year coming up. Please stay safe. Hit your like and subscribe button. Keep me going. I'm up to 114 subscribers now on the 24th. It may be an unrealistic hope, but I'd like to see 125 by, next Friday night this time, as it nears midnight and the rollover of the new year. It'd be a great way to start 2021, because 2020 has been a very unique year. But anyway, folks, please, I appreciate all of your views and your likes and your comments. I'm doing this for you guys. I don't make any money at this. I'm not sponsored by Camp Chef at all, although I am going to send them a link to this video when I'm done, and if they want to post it on their website, and edit however they may choose, but for the instructions, or maybe take some hints from it to make some changes in their product. Their manual is very confusing, and that's why I wanted to do it this way. So hopefully a lot of you guys and gals and guys got smokers like this for Christmas. I want to be up till probably 1 in the morning, Christmas morning, getting this thing published, so that if you do get one like this and you got the long weekend coming up, you want to put it together, please watch this as you do, or set it up and watch it while you're doing it. Oh, and one last thing, if you can possibly have it, get a second pair of hands. It'll really help. I was doing this all by myself. So anyway, Merry Christmas, everybody. Lone Moose out, and I will see y'all on the next video. Well, good morning there, Moose Tube fans. Lobe Moose here. I received this big old box yesterday from a freight company, and this is my new Camp Chef XXL smoker that my daughter and son-in-law had sent to me for Christmas, so I really appreciate that. But the box came in really beat up. So right at this second, I'm just documenting that part of it. Now, I did reach out to Camp Chef yesterday and let them know, and they said that I have 5 days from date of receipt to open it up and inspect it for damage and let them know. So, like I said, it came in yesterday. I've actually got doctor's appointments today. So tomorrow I will be unboxing this thing and working on the unboxing video at that time. So y'all stay safe, and I will see you tomorrow. Alright folks, I'm going to go ahead and do the unboxing of this. As I showed you the other day, it shows up a little bit better right now. You know how the box is damaged, and how a big hole was punched in it here and they kind of taped all over it. So I'm going to go ahead and do my unboxing on this and see what it's going to take to put this thing together. This is the Camp Chef XXL. And of course, I do have some of my furry helpers here who just had to go and give the UPS guys what fur. So they may be running in and out of my videos since I'm doing this out here in the driveway. We got rain coming in tonight, and it's supposed to be storming pretty much through midday tomorrow. This is Friday, 1 week from Christmas. So we get this set out here, and let's get this thing going. Okay, you can see how that big hole just kind of flopped apart. So, let's see what we got and hope for the best. I got to hang on to all this because of all the documentation on here in case I have to file a freight claim. Let's get all this opened up. I'm not quite sure how we're going to have to get it out of here yet. Okay. So far, it's looking like all of the damage is done to the packing. Good thing I'm getting all this out of here now, because I was planning on going to recycle tomorrow morning anyway. Yeah, recycle folks are going to love all this cardboard tomorrow. And it looks like it's basically upside down. Out here. Get all this junk out of here, then I'm going to lay it down on top of. Yeah, see, around here styrofoam is not recyclable, so that's all trash. And so far I have come across box C and box E. Let's see what else is inside the cabinet. All kinds of stuff. Take the door off just so it makes things easier. Box D. Box C. Box A. More styrofoam. And this big old hunk of stuff here. Is the guts that makes it all work. Yeah, that looks like probably a grease bucket. More cardboard. Recycle's gonna love me tomorrow. Get rid of this and get the last bit out of here. Okay, so things moved around just a little bit. I'm not sure how this is going to go together, but we've got boxes A, B, C, D, E. The little, what'll probably, I'm guessing, is a grease catch bucket, and the main control unit. So, let's see what we're looking like photographically. Okay. Let me open box A and let's see what's in box A. One of these boxes has got to have some instructions and directions. Okay, well, it is not box A. So let me next go to box B. See what it's got. Legs. 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 And legs. What actually it looks like a little mini back scratcher. Pieces and parts. Temperature probes and a book. That's what we're looking for. Not sure why they put it in box B instead of box A, but what do I know? I'm just a highly educated idiot. Alright, let me take a minute here and look through this, and there's the Camp Chef product catalog too. And I've got some other Camp Chef gear. I've got some Camp Chef cast iron. I've got Camp Chef big 3-burner stove. I like their products. Okay. Well, so far, usually, most instructions say, well, to put all this together, you need this, that, and the other. And so far, I'm not seeing that. Okay, so I guess we kind of wing it here. Let's see what's in this, and I will get the pieces to start this. See, those are Allen screws, flat and hex. Flat and hex. Flat and hex. Oh, Phillips only. And more Allens. Okay, I will go get some tools and I will be back in a few minutes here, folks. Don't go away. The fun is just beginning.
Is that the one Andrew did you?
Yeah.
Why did you just leave it and take it?
All right, we still filming? We are still filming. And we're going to come around here because we're going to start down at the legs if I haven't read the instructions correctly. I think I got everything I need. Famous last words. This has got some serious legs on it. And it will make life easier to get it up on the legs. So, first up, attach the 4 legs as shown using 12 M6x15 bolts. Hardware bag PG XXL 13. That would be this one. And from the looks of it, I better move this out of my way before I drop it. Because these legs bolt from the bottom side, which is going to make this interesting. So that the legs kind of go like that. Now let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 all have swivels, all have that, so it does not appear to be any kind of, this one only can go here, and that one only can go there. I'm not going to take that front plate off. Take the filter. started. Alright, now let's see, just by chance. Yeah, you can still see that. If I can get this in here to tighten these up. And then we can get this one. Nope. And I didn't want to, but I can see I'm going to have to take this off to be able to get in there. If you've mastered the art of putting IKEA furniture together, then you'll do okay doing this kind of stuff. All right, now this will go much easier. As I can get in here and do this. Now I like to do a simple tighten that way and then use a screwdriver because I don't want to over torque them and strip the head out. Okay. Number one done. What I'm going to do is put these two on, turn it over so I can get to the bottom two, and do that. Sure, this looks more complicated than it really is, but you know, hey, especially when you're an old guy doing this, do the best you can do with what you got. Go from there. Start by finger. That's because it's going in crooked, that's why. And the fact that it's got me trying to work upside down and backwards on this. Boom! Move this out of my way. Put these 5 little screws back in there so I don't lose them. I've read and seen a lot of good things about these smokers, but I've not seen a review yet from anybody actually having to put it together. Because there's also a grease trap here that kind of gets in the way of this one. It is welded in place, so it's not cooking out. All right, 2 legs on. That one's still not on tight. May have to go get my stubby. And I don't know when. Got it cut off, I don't know when, so let me get it going again. This was going to be real fun. Although maybe my hand will work in that aspect. And I'm sorry, I'm going to probably get my butt in your way here. Okay. Yeah, I think that's going to be the way I'm going to have to do it. You just find one of these boxes, prop it up on that. One started. It almost acts like either the bolt or this nutsert is threaded stripped. Let's see if this one goes in. Okay, now let's tighten that down. Still stay with the stubby. Okay. That part's done. Now let's Get this thing upright. Hey, freebie. I bet they didn't even charge me for that. Okay. Now, next thing I gotta do is get this front plate back on again, I think. But I think before I do that, I should open the other 3 boxes to try and find pieces and parts. These over here. Okay, now where did I put my knife? Pretty sure it's here somewhere. Yep, there it is. Box E is grates. Get all out of here. Okay, so we're done with box E. Let's see what box D holds. I need that in a minute. This should be the slots for the sides that hold the grates. Though I don't need those right now. And I know I don't need the heat deflector right now. I'll go ahead and get it opened up and out of my way. But that's just so I don't keep walking and tripping over the silly things. Thing's pretty much built like a tank, I'll give you that much. This, I think, is part of the ash pan mechanism. I don't want to put that bottom grate back on yet until I'm absolutely sure I don't have to turn it right around and take it back off again. 2 of these, whatever these things are. Yep, it's a catch and lock mechanism. That goes right there. Okay. Should be the hopper cover. and the grease tray. Ta-da! I know I'm off camera while I'm doing all this, guys, and I apologize. I'm trying to get these pieces and parts figured out so I can see what I have to do next. I got this setting up right now. So, it says, install burner pull out sliding through the side where the stop lock was installed. See figure 3. Figure 3. Interesting. That must be this piece right here. But I am not sure how that goes through there. Too big to go that way. That comes off, that's how. Okay. Pull that pin out of there. And that goes in there like he did. That pin keeps it from coming all the way out. Now, let's put this back on here. Now, I may put that on a little bit too early. Install the burner pull out by sliding it through the side where the stop lock was installed. See figure 3. Install stop lock bushing. Ding ding. So it looks like maybe this thing. The only way it can go. It does line up with those holes. I don't know where it slides, so it's got to be on this side. I don't know, I can't see him.
He's not in front of my car.
No, he's not in front of it. That's what it does. Slides up and down to lock it. Alright, I need to go get a small crescent wrench. I'll be back in just a second. I had to run into the shop and get me a small crescent wrench to kind of tighten this up, and then I'll show you what it is and what its role is in this thing. Okay, this paddle that you're looking at right there basically sits below the fire pot. And so when you want to drain your ashes, you just pull this back, and boom. And on the outside is this little catch. And if you look right here, you can see how there's a space. So what happens when this goes in, lift it up, now it locks it in place, so you can't just arbitrarily move it at any time. So that's actually kind of cool. And those were nylon washers, or nylon nuts on the inside, so you can tighten it down, but it doesn't tighten this down, still leave enough room to play with. Now, they add entertainment. Okay, next up. Did that, did that. All right, install 2 heat deflector brackets using 8 M4 by 10 screws, figure 5, and that's PG XXL 11. Okay. Boom. Okay, so it looks like it goes. That goes there. Oh, and there. Interesting. That is going to be a problem, because these things are wider than the holes. So let's see how this is going to work out. And I'm glad I didn't put that front piece back on here yet. And the grease cup there makes a good little part skin. Let's see. Get the easy ones in first, and then figure out what I have to do with hard ones. And just looking at it, it doesn't matter which way these things go, it's not going to fit right. So I just wonder if this is supposed to bow this up. Where the hell did that go? Now, let me just double check around and make sure I don't have any other pieces that resemble that. Nope. So that has got to be them. Okay. go in farther. See if it has a phone number in here to call for assistance. I don't like the idea of having to bend those up. All right, let me go get my phone. (800) 650-2433.
Thank you for calling Camp Chef. During this time, we are currently experiencing a higher call and order volume. If you are a dealer, please press 3. If you are calling to check on the status of an existing order, please allow 5 to 7 business days for processing before contacting us. For us to better and more quickly assist you, we please ask that you only contact us one way. For customer service, you can stay on the line or press 7 to leave a message, send an email to support@campchef.com, or chat with us online at campchef.com, and someone will help you as quickly as possible. We thank you for being a part of the Camp Chef family and for your patience during these times.
So let's see how long this takes.
Camp Chef, how can I help you?
Hi ma'am, I need a little technical assistance please. I'm trying to assemble an XXL pellet smoker and I've run into a problem.
Okay, yeah, what's going on?
Well, I am, let's see, on step 7, figure 5, trying to install the heat deflector brackets. And there's 8 holes drilled in the bottom of this, but the holes don't line up. And it looks like the bracket may have to be bent to make them fit. It's about, looks like almost 3/4 of an inch off on 2 screws for each bracket.
Let me pull up the menu really quick.
Sure, I appreciate it.
No problem.
I want to do it right. I don't want to mess it up.
Of course. Okay, and is that heat deflector bracket, is it like too wide or too skinny?
It's too wide for the holes.
Okay,
It's about 3/4 of an inch too wide.
gotcha. Let me put you on a really quick hold.
Sure, thank you, man.
Okay, thank you for holding.
Sure.
So I did check. I'm not sure why it is too wide. You should be okay if you need to bend that in to get it to fit.
Okay.
And if you still can't get it to fit, we can send you a new bracket.
Okay, that's cool. That's all I needed to know, ma'am.
Yeah. And let us know if you do need a new bracket or if there's anything else we can do for you.
Okay, yeah, and if it had just been one bracket, that would have been, I could have understood it, but both brackets are both exactly too long, so it's like, but
Right.
let me try this and see what happens, and if need be, I'll give you a call back.
Sounds good.
You have a great day, man. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, folks, you heard him. Let's see if I can make this happen. Get that started in there. Boy, you talk about flying blind, and I am flying blind here doing this. Okay, that didn't seem to be that much of a problem. I think I'll be all right. Of course, this is the easy one. I'm right here where I can reach it. That back one's the one that's going to be the challenge. That started pretty easy. What you doing, little boy? Can you see what the crazy old daddy's doing? Ugh. Okay. Now, from the looks of it, it should be safe to go ahead and put this back on. Now, when I was a kid, I had these huge dreams of being an engineer. And of course, my dad was kind of an engineer, and so he would always buy me all kinds of building things as a kid. And erector sets, if any of you are old enough to remember what those are, was one of my favorites. And that's basically what I'm dealing with here, is a great big erector set. Let me get these tightened down, and then I'll be able to get out of your way again where you can see. Let's see if I can get that with the longer one. It might be easier. Those brackets I put on, guess what's right between one of them? There we go. Alrighty. So now I need to bring the big control unit. Now the whole rush on this, I want to get this thing put together before the storms come in after a while. So the only thing that's sitting on the ground will be the wheels. Alright, so we're going to start working with this. I think. Next thing we put on, let me get this camera down where you can see it. Down here. Next thing to go on is a bottle opener. It's definitely got to go that way. Which is all well and good, except that with my celiac, I can't drink any beer, which is a real bummer in my mindset. Okay, next we are going to put the handle on the hopper piece, which goes over here, up there. So I get my big handle here. When this is all said and done, I'll be able to give you an idea of what the total time was to put this together. And I may have at least saved you guys, you know, some of the grief of having to call Camp Chef if you run into the same issue I did with the brackets. And that wasn't bad. That was nowhere near a 12-minute wait either. It was realistically maybe 4 or 5 minutes. So I spent a lot more time than that on hold with stuff for work, let alone trying to deal with other people that I have to deal with in this world. Let me see. You still seeing that? Yep. All right. Next step. Install the feed gasket over the hopper tube, and it's actually already on there. Install the hopper tube through the square opening on the side of the smoker assembly. When the hopper tube is about halfway in, here the dogs. Route the thermometer through the upper rectangular hole. Okay, I see that. Note, be careful not to damage the thermometer. See figure 8. Alright, and this is the thermometer they're talking about. Let me get the camera positioned here. So here's the hole it goes through. Here's the rectangular hole they're talking about for the thermometer. So let's get this thing picked up and move. This is the heaviest part of the whole thing so far. See, it's already got the gasket. That white part is already there. So that basically starts to slide in. This goes through that part. Boom, diddy boom. I love the way they tell you this, but they don't tell you have something here to hold this in place while you go find the screws. Always something. It's all part of the challenge, especially when you're doing everything yourself. Oh. And looks like box A might just be about the right height, or close enough to make it work anyway. Alright, let's try this a second time. Boop diddy boop boop. There, that'll hold it while I get the screws. Hey, that's my helper. Right, and it says we need 4M 16 by 15 bolts shown in figure 9, PGL 13. Which one is 13? Yeah, I got 4 of them left in here. Alright, that's good and secure. What's next? Install the thermometer as shown, which I know how to do that. Using two 8x32 screws, figure 9, number 12. Bag number 12. Bag number 12. So, this appears to be first, two of these. I'm guessing at this point that I'm going to put all of this back out here except for one little bit of it, because there is also a bracket push the extra wire back through the hole to the hopper. Install the probe cover to the wall using 8 number secure hopper into the smoker body using 2 self-tapping screws. Okay, now I can do this part. Now, I need to take a break for a second. I gotta go get a flashlight. It's getting too dark here with all of this. I actually had to loosen the hopper back up because I have to anchor this piece right here down to the bottom of the cabinet, and I had to move it around a little bit. So where'd bag 13 go? It's got 2 little small screws, self-tappers, that have to go in here. And it's going to be a bit of a challenge. Like I said, it's getting dark on me, so I'm doing the best I can for you folks. See if I get up here where you can see what I'm talking about. Probably not till I shine the light on it. Okay. Right here, there's one on each side that I've got to get in there. like where it'll stay put where I can see. That's probably close enough for government work, and that's who I retired from and who I work for in a contractor role now. So. Oh, and we'll have all kinds of good comments when I edit this thing. Alright, that's as tight as she's going. Now I gotta tighten the hopper back up. Well, I'm back to working in here. Boom. Okay. Now, install hopper lid is shown, bag number 18. Okay, now this ought to be interesting. Maybe it goes over the back side like that. That would make more sense. Let me get those little screws. Not gonna be long. I'm gonna have to probably move into the carport or else quit till tomorrow. But at least I got enough of it done that it'll be out of the weather, which is one of my main concerns. And that uses small screws too. I've got my small screwdriver. Okay. Now let's see if we can get this to work. Not sure why the hopper lid's so cotton picking big. See if I can get this screw out of here. Lesson number 1, don't drop your screws. Got it. Alright, hopper lid on. I guess it's big and open like that so it kind of helps protect it from rain maybe. Here's speculation on my part. Alright, install 2 wire rails as shown, figure 11. 1. Boom, diddy boom. Alrighty. It's getting dark, folks. I know. I'm doing the best I can do. I'm rushing darkness. So what does it say to do here? We have flat washer and the caps nut go on the inside, and the hex bolt comes in from the outside. Where'd my parts bucket go again? One, two, 4. Nice they bring you the hex wrenches, even though I went and got my own. This way I don't have to mess with trying to figure out which one works. Okay, now let's get this side done. Okay, so that's going to prove to be a challenge. As usual, what isn't a challenge here? Okay, I see what it is. That's actually bent. That's why it's being like that. There we go. That'll fix that up. Washer out of there. Okay. There. Get some light in here. Boom. All right. Personally, I think it would have been easier to put these on before the hopper mechanism went into place, so you didn't have to, just go a little eighth of a turn at a time here, trying to tighten this up. But that's strictly my opinion. I understand why they didn't because of the temperature probe, but I could work with that probe personally. But this thing has a whole lot of racks in it, and I wanted a whole lot of racks, both for doing jerky and in Alaska being able to smoke salmon. Lots and lots of salmon. So, just like I said when I tried to fire up that Masterbuilt the last time, I have high expectations. Although Camp Chef, I've always had really good luck with them. The Masterbuilt just flat ass sucks. And in the opinion of the old Lone Moose, anyone who buys Masterbuilt anything is clinically stupid. Their customer service just sucks so bad. Ugh. I got another email from them a couple of days ago. It said, "Oh, did you push the smoke button again?" Duh, yeah. I responded back to him. Have I heard another word from him? No. All right. Damper vent. What damper vent? It's already on there. Okay, so I don't have to worry about that. And the wire handle. 2 bolts from bag number. Good question. Where have I got 2 bolts left? Yeah, well, just these 2. So I'm guessing they're it. And I'm just about at the point where I might have to stop for tonight. But I'll get this far enough along, like I said, that I can get it up out of the weather. Camera set over here so you can see what I'm doing. Hopefully, putting this handle on. Bada bing, bada bang, bada boom. Then we install the heat deflector on the heat deflector bracket, and then put the drip tray in. So let me turn this around. So maybe with some of this light, y'all can see what I'm doing here now. Either that or I'm going to move it over in the carport. Let's see if that helps. Yeah, it's going to take some cutting and editing to make happen, but I'll work on it. that does for me. A little bit more. Okay, so heat deflector goes on like that. Let's try the heat deflector. Well, I'm not real thrilled with that, but it's kind of too dark to mess with it tonight. That just doesn't seem right. That won't work either, because that's level. I think I've dripped the grease in there. I don't know. That looks a little better. Nice big wide racks. You could probably put 3 salmon fillets on each one. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 standard racks for the smoker, and then there's some of these racks. These are really more jerky racks because they're so small. And I'm trying to see if I got 3 or 4 of those. So this thing's got a lot of surface area to it. Yep, 3 of these. So that's 7 full racks, and then a little surprise over here. And then you have this rack. And I'm not quite sure how this thing goes in here, but it may just sit on top of it, probably like this. And that's got all kinds of hanging racks on it, which will come in really handy when I get ready to, get up there where you can see them, when I get ready to either smoke sausage or hang my bacon. Now it's getting dark, so I'm going to call it pretty much quits. There's also 2 temperature probes that go with this thing that connect into the control unit and actually have holes in the side. This is the ash cup, and I'm just putting this stuff in here. I'm going to close it up for the night so it'll be out of the weather. And then there's a little grease catching cup. And I'll show you all that tomorrow or the next day when I set it up to do the burn-in. And then here's the door latch handle. I'll put that on when I can see what I'm doing. And my little back scratcher that I'm really not sure what to do with yet. It really doesn't say what I've seen in the instructions so far. So with that, I'm going to call this a night, put the door back on, get this out of my way, and I'll go ahead and edit this up tonight and get it ready and posted. And then, like I say, either tomorrow, depends on how much and how bad the rain is, or Sunday, then I will do the burn off and maybe try and smoke something, give it a try. So there'll be a video for doing the burn off, and then there'll be the video when I do the first smoking. So I hope you all have enjoyed this. If you do, like my comedy of errors and quasi-mechanical skills, please hit the like and subscribe button so you can see more of my videos like this. Hit the notify and you'll be notified when I post new videos. I got a few more things I'm going to be trying to smoke up between here and Christmas. I think you'll enjoy those. And, you know, again, COVID is going crazy out there. And people are getting crazy with it. So y'all know what you need to do. It's very simple, 6 little things. Social distance, do not attend any large gatherings, period. Wear your mask, wash your hands, use hand sanitizer, keep your hands away from your face. You do those 6 things alone, and you drop your chances of exposure, 95 to 98%. We're over 306,000 dead so far. Okay, and that is from the period of March through the middle of December. Okay, basically about 9 months. Now let me put that in perspective for you. That's more deaths in 9 months from a disease that has been totally mismanaged by the administration and the states, most of the states from the get-go, than there were in the entirety of World War II for American deaths. Okay, a war that changed the world. And we lost fewer people over the course of 4 years than we have lost in 9 months due to a viral disease that could have been managed much better. Okay? We can't count on our governments to do the right thing. Hopefully it will get better with the new administration coming in and some new governors. But in the meantime, we got to take care of ourselves. And that's what I want you guys to do. Okay? As of 2.5 hours ago when I started this, I had 108 subscribers. You guys are doing good by me. My goal was 100 by the end of the year. But I can't afford to lose any of you. I don't want anyone sick. So hang in there. Let's do the right thing. And we're going to have lots and lots of adventures in smoking over the next months and years. So this is Lone Moose out, and I will see you tomorrow when it's time to do the burn off.